Let's take an analogy from sports this time. In baseball, in 2001, there was a team, Oakland Athletics, who was not doing very well in the league. Their manager, Billy Beane, had to form a team. He had very limited budget for it. Their star players were actually leaving and joining another team. So with a limited budget, they had to create a team which has a chance to win. And this was a difficult task. During those times, players were selected only by scouts. So scouts were talented or experienced players themselves, who after retirement would help a certain club identify new talent for them. Typically, scouts would also go with what is glamorous, the players who's done very well recently, and it's an all-star that people would want to take them. But Billy Beane got outbid by other competitors in those star players. So they developed a system of analytics which showed which are the players which are good but are undervalued by other players, or other teams were letting go of them. Many of these players were not selected by scouts because of certain bias or certain traits that they had. Some were old, so because of age or certain personality trait, they were being rejected. In fact, when Billy Beane created a team of these undervalued players, their own scouts used to say these are defective players. So they used to not like them. Like you mentioned, stocks that were going down on the chart. Right? Now, this team actually of players, they created a record of winning 20 games in a row. So this team created a record of 20 wins in a row, consecutive wins, which has never been done earlier in baseball. And all this they achieved at a fraction of a budget that the other teams had when they were chasing glamour. Same thing happens in the markets also many a times, that people undervalue certain companies or stocks which have not done well recently. So in markets also many a times, these underperformers, as we call it, tend to outperform the biggies or the stars, glamour stocks.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.